What's up, guys? We're back at the table talk, guys. Okay, so I have a story to tell you guys. There's something in my eyelash. A little story time, guys. I'm going to tell you guys the time because one of my fans asked me to tell more stories about my brother and our time together when we were like besties. So hopefully he won't mind this because, but he doesn't even really watch my channel, so it doesn't matter. I got my Gatorade. My favorite is raspberry or blueberry or grape. Oh, grape. Grape from Walmart. Okay. Zero. Good stuff for you guys. Zero, everything zero. Fat zero, sugar zero, sodium zero. Well, I don't think sodium would be in here. And this is the one that Gabrielle Union and her husband are sponsored. One day maybe I'll be sponsored by them. Hopefully. Keep your fingers crossed. Okay, guys, so me and Jama started the test today for my driving course, so we'll see how that goes. I'll let you guys know if I pass or fail, and it's okay if you fail, but it's all right. And to my winners of the game, your money is coming, so it's coming. Just calm down. It's gonna come. So the story that I wanted to tell you guys goes back to when we lived on the farm. There's a lot, I have a lot of stories on the farm. It was the best time, at the same time kind of the worst time. And so the farm was a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. So I'm going to kind of take you guys back to 2000, just 2000 or 1999, but early 2000s. Okay. So let's see. I told you guys the egg story. I told you about the barn story. Okay, I got it. Okay. So this story, guys, is when my brother picked a fight with these older girls that were the cool girls of our homeschool group. Me and my brother did not like girls at that time. We were girls have cooties and whatever, and we were more manly stuff. We didn't want to be we had our sisters at home and my mom was at home, and they basically were what were raising us. So we were kind of tired of girls all in general, because we were just they're annoying sometimes. But a lot of our best friends, my older sister's best friend's sister would be our best friends, because when they would go over there in their play dates, we would play outside and we would hang out. And so a lot of the sisters were tomboys, and so a lot of them to get dirty and go mountain climbing or go horseback riding, stuff like that. They weren't all about oh my god, my nails and different stuff like that. So we liked girls like that to hang out with because they were fun, and we didn't like all the bossy, annoying girls. So anyways, when Tuesday nights were homeschool night, where all the homeschoolers in our small little town would come together at this church that the pastor's wife basically would run for the whole homeschool that was in our little small town. And I remember we were all there, and most of the people that were there were all young mothers, and my mom was older. My mother just didn't have time because she was still trying to raise all 6 kids and different stuff. But she would go and help other people and mentor to other people, to young mothers. A lot of them were super, super, super young. And so she would go and mentor. And then the older mothers that were around her age group, who most of all their children were grown or in high school or almost gone off to college, they would come and they would all meet, and then they would mentor to the younger mothers. And so when we got to this church, my mom would a lot of times would just let us do whatever we want to do, because we were good kids and everyone knew the Cross Boys or whatever. And so we were good kids. And down the street was a convenience store, a little gas station, a BP or a Shell or something. And I remember we would always save enough quarters or dimes or whatever, because back then you could get soda pop. We call it pop in Ohio. So you could get soda pop for a quarter at the vending machine, and they had all your flavors, grape and lemon lime and strawberry and orange and whatever mystery soda. They won't even tell you. It just said mystery can, but they're just the little cans. So we were walking, me and my brother and my best friend, William, at the time, we were walking down to the gas station, and then the girls were coming, they were coming this way and we were going that way. And someone said something. I don't remember exactly what was said. And then my brother said, whatever, you're ugly or something like that. And then the girl was super, super tall, pigtails, and she had freckles, and she wasn't ugly. It's just, he was 6. I think he was 6 or 7 at the time. So it was ugly to him. And so I remember she turned around, what'd you say? And then she's like, I'm going to fight you. And then she tried to fight my brother. And I was like, hold up, first of all, you're 12 and he's 6, okay? that's not even a fair fight. If you want to fight me, that's different because I'm 12. So I'm like, if you want to go, let's go. But I'm like, I don't hit a girl. So I'm like, if you have an older brother or, you know, a cousin or something like that, then okay, we can fight. And then she's like, well, I don't have an older brother. I have an older sister and she's friends with your sister. So how would that work? And then I was like, yeah, you're right. And then we were just like, okay, fine. We'll play you a game of basketball for it. I was like, all right, cool. So we went back to the church. There was like big basketball hoops and then some basketballs. And so we went into the rec room that was at the church and got some basketballs. And then we played. And I won, of course, because, you know, my family had basketball and whatever. And I was pretty good at it. I've always been good at every sport. I've never had a sport that I wasn't good at. If I really wanted, I would do it. So I won. And then she's like, well, you cheated. And then my friend was like, no, I watched the whole game. He didn't cheat. It was fair. Stop whining, you know, whatever. And then she ran off and was like, oh, you da. And then my brother's like, oh, thanks, bro. I'm like, I got your back no matter what. I still got his back to this day, even though we don't talk. I still got his back. And then I remember she went and got her older sister to come out and play me. But her older sister and me kind of had a crush on each other. So we like went off to the side and we're like, okay, so how are we going to deal with this? Like, they both hate each other right now, but we like each other. And then our older sisters are best friends. So we're like, how is this going to work? Because we're going to see each other no matter what at family events and parties and stuff. So she's like, well, let's just fake it. And then you just let me win or you win. I was like, I don't care who wins. And she's like, okay, then I'll win. You beat her. And then I'm like, all right, fine. So I let her win. And then my brother's like, that's fair. That's fine. And then my friend William's like, you know, you let her win. I'm like, yeah, I let her win. It doesn't matter. I'm just trying to stop the beef. And then we were good. We were good after that. Like, we would go play basketball. We would go for walks. And then the following week, they came over to our house and like we all hanged out on the farm and played with the sheep and the goats and the chickens and like squashed it. Like, we never hold grudges in our small town. Like, you literally would have like a little disagreement. And I promise you, like the next day or that same day, it was over. It was squashed. It was over with. We try to never get it back to the parents because we didn't want the parents to be like disappointed in us. So we always try to fix it before us. And if it was something really, really, really bad, then like, okay, I have another story. 2 stories, guys. Okay, so my best friend William who lived down the street from us, right? And my best friend Dwight, or not my best friend Dwight, my cousin Dwight came up to stay with us in Ohio. And I remember he kind of like stole my best friend. So he became like a really big part of their family and everything. And was like, okay, fine, Matthew, I know they were your friends first, so I'll let you still come with us. So I was like, okay, cool. And then we got in this big argument or something and like, you know, threw some fists, not me, but him. And it got back to our parents. And then they're like, okay, well, we're going to have to separate you guys and blah, 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 blah. And that was what they did. They separated us. And then he's like, well, I'm taking my friends with me. I'm like, well, they were my friends first. And then he was like, well, you have to share. I'm like, not really, because you don't live here. You're only here to visit. And then they were like, well, why can't you all just get along? And I was just like, you know what? Fine, screw it. We'll get along. So we were cool, but I just like remember how he just came in and like literally took over my friendship. Like, they were my friends. And he just came in and was like, these are my friends and they're my best friends. And then he went to school because he ended up staying with us for 2 years or for a year. It might have been 6 months. I don't know. But he went to school and him and my friend Zach, who was William's older brother, who was like my best friend too, he went to school with Zach at this little small school that met in the YMCA. And then that was when he ended up going back home, like right after he graduated. So he finished school, but he went to that school with my friend Zach. So I was jealous about that because then I got stuck in a special school, and then Micah and William got to hang out a lot together and build their bond because they were the last 2 that were homeschooled. So they got to go fishing and go on field trips and stuff like that. And I'm stuck in this special school going crazy, like, why the heck am I here? But a lady down the street told my mom to put me in the school, and she listened to her. So I was mad about that because I didn't get to choose once again. But side note, I actually had a good conversation with my sister the other day about how if your child has a disability, right, and there's programs and stuff out there for that child, don't handicap them from it. Let them use it. And that's what she helped me understand, that like let them use the services that are out there for a child that's handicapped. Don't suffocate them and not let them do it because you want them just with you. Let them do the courses and stuff that's out there. So it's like I get it, because it's like you don't want your child to be made fun of, but at the same time, you want your child to learn how to have social skills or be in an uncomfortable situation and how to get through it. Because in life, you're not always going to be there to protect them, and other family members might not understand him. So you got to teach him how to socialize. So I'm thankful to my parents for putting me in situations like that, because I'm good with people. I can make friends anywhere, no matter where I am. I make friends. So I like that part about my life with having a disability, because a lot of disability people are closed off and they're scared and they're isolated and they never leave their homes. Even when they're grown and they're in their 40s, their 50s, they just don't ever socialize. And I'm like, I couldn't be like that. That would devastate me. Like, I have so many other stories to tell you guys about just situations that I've been in that are like, I needed to be around people. Like this right now is killing me. Like, I'm so like, I don't know. It's like, when Jama drops me off and then I come back to this setting of like a retirement home, like I go crazy, because it's like I love being around people. And that's why I would love to work for Disney, would love to work for Universal, where people are there every single day and you're around people. But yeah, hopefully that answers that person's comment. I forget what your name is, but you were like, please comment, please do more stories about my brother. I don't know if it's Eat My Ash or something. Eat My Ash. I don't know what it was, but I think that's your name. I hope I said your name right. I know you've been a loyal fan, so I hope I'm saying your name right. I think you were the one who asked it, or there were some other people that asked it. Gio, I'm sorry that I keep going live when you're in school, but we're going to do another live soon where you're not in school, maybe on the weekend or something. What else? Shout out to Aaliyah the Rat, Ebon, Pastor, Proud Bifflog, Princess, Jama TV. Who else? There was someone else that I need. David, a National Pardo, and who else? Oh, guys, get ready for Sam and Kobe's video. It's today. It might already be out already. I haven't even checked. But get ready for their video, 25 by 25. Like, I like what they're doing. They're trying to do everything before they reach 25 because they're both 24. That is so cool. Like, I wish I could do 32 by whatever before I reach 32, but that's in like 6 months. So it's like there's no way that I could do a bunch of stuff before that. And with the pandemic, it's hard to do everything. Like, they're really risking it, but I'm proud of them for doing it. Like, guys, come up with video ideas. Like, I'm waiting for you guys. I always say this, and people come up with ideas, but it's hard to do without having money. Like, that's the only reason why I haven't done some of your guys' ideas. Like, I know people wanted us to do the slime. People wanted us to do best friend does each other's makeup. We're going to do that. But come up with some more video ideas. If you want me to do some more cooking videos, I will do some more cooking videos. But make sure to like and subscribe. Watch yesterday's video. And sorry about no driving video today, guys. But I wanted to do a table talk with Reese Boy. And I have some more coming, guys. Love you. Peace.